Good morning, everyone. Thursday, the 21st of January, coming close to the end of another week. I am following quite closely, not that there is an awful lot of information at the moment about this subtropical storm, or just tropical storm Eloise. And it's having just crossed over the northern parts of Madagascar, heading down the Mozambique Channel towards Mozambique. And I'm watching it because I love watching the development of these storms. Not that I want the destruction of the storm, but I'm struck by how our climatologists, the weather folk, and others with a keen interest are all making their predictions and drawing little graphs and maps and showing what the storm will do. I'm not probably clever enough to do that and too busy with other things, but I've already seen two possible prognosis of this storm. And of course, the question for me is, will it come down and give us in South Africa any rain? And we need the rain. It's so dry in many respects, and I do believe we need to fill up our groundwater supplies quite incredibly. But what struck me is the sheer inability for us to predict exactly what that storm is going to do. And so much of life is like that. We don't really know what is going to happen tomorrow. We don't even know what's going to happen in the next 5 minutes. We have a pretty good idea, but there are so many different factors that can come in and change that. An unexpected phone call, the car not starting because the battery's gone dead, or something happening. And yet here's the wonderful thing. We worship a God who does not operate in some kind of arbitrary fashion. I believe God knows exactly what he wants to do, and he sets out to do it. And God works with us, and that explains why things are so slow sometimes and appear to go in no particular direction for a time, because God is trying to walk with us. And if you've ever walked with a very, very young kid, you know they don't walk particularly fast, and they certainly don't walk in a straight line, as perhaps we as adults do. And so remember, God, we live in this world which is so unpredictable. We can't even say what the storm's going to do this afternoon, as I recorded this morning at about 8 o'clock. But God knows. And not only is God knowing about the storm, but God knows about your life and my life. He knows about the future of the world. And so, dear friends, commit your life to God, for he has the answer. He can provide the direction and the guidance that we need. And we do not have to go through life bumbling in the dark, as it were, guessing what's going to happen, trying to plan our future. And where do we store our money, or to what investment do we put our money? Do we buy property, sell property? All of these myriad of questions. God can guide us and help us. And from my experience, God certainly does guide and help. Is he doing that to you? Because that offer exists, because God loves you and cares for you and wants you to follow him. Folks, have a wonderful day. God bless.